welcome back to my channel. My name is tawanantoinette. This is going to be a March 2022 reading. It can resonate for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I always tell you guys to check your rising sign first, and I will say that again in this reading. Before we begin, just remember this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate for every one of you. We're pulling on collective energy. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description. And I also added a new offering to my booking page. It is 2 questions for $22.22. So if you guys would like to ask any questions, I'll use the tarot and other forms of channeling to answer those. Take advantage of that while I have it there. Now let's begin the reading. Oh, before we begin, remember to like the video, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for all the ways that you have supported the channel. I want to do something to show my appreciation to you guys. I think I'm going to go live one of these Fridays or Saturdays, but I'll let you guys know. So let's just jump right into the reading. Aries, the situation starts in Aries, the situation's Hey Aries, the situation's Aries, the first cards we have Aries, the first Aries. Aries. Hi Aries. 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 The situation starts out with a Temperance card and the 7 of Swords. It's clarified by the Star and the 3 of Pentacles and crossed by the Emperor. Several things come to mind. I feel like your angels are working in overtime for you in March, and they're working in overtime setting something up that you don't see coming as it relates to renewal and restoration in some form of workplace situation, or this could even be a job, or this could even be a community that you would benefit from being around. But I feel like there's some form of restoration, like hope, renewal, that is being brought to you right on time, because what's challenging this situation is the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the 5 of Pentacles. So it's this feeling of not having enough, probably not having enough money, not having enough friends, not having a solid community. I feel like whatever you don't have enough of, it is coming to you, and you may feel alone. The 5 of Pentacles talks about poverty. It can even talk about abandonment. So for some reason, I'm just feeling a sense of loneliness from this card. So whatever it is that you feel like you are lacking in the month of March, I feel like your spirit team is working to bring it to you, whether that's more like-minded people, whether that's a job environment that is going to be beneficial for you, or even a new job. I feel like look forward to something being brought to you in divine timing. Maybe you've had to be patient and wait for this thing. Maybe you've gone without for a while, without friends, without a solid income, without a solid and stable source of money, whatever it is, because this is a collective reading and it will be very different for all of you. It's coming. You've had to wait, and I feel like there's a reason why you've had to wait. Something is being devised, organized, put together for you with this Seven of Swords that you can't see yet, but it's on its way. At the root cause of the situation, we have the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Coins. So there's a lot of pentacles in this reading. This could be a reading about your money or your finances. I almost feel like there's some kind of crumbling situation that's going on. It's probably making you feel like you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You're anxious. You don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're going to have enough. You don't know. And so obviously this breeds anxiety. It breeds probably sleepless nights. It breeds like this feels to me like, is this thing going to come through for me in the time that it could be a job. Am I going to get the job in time to pay my rent? Am I going to get the job in time to cover my expenses? Am I going to get the job to be able to cover whatever you need to cover? It's this feeling of worrying about an outcome. What's leaving the situation is the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, you've just been working at stuff, probably with no direction. You may have been working to find a specific direction, to find something that you would like to do, something that you love to do. In March, I feel like you are finding it. In March, I feel like this just work to do all these things that you're doing. It kind of stops because it feels like you're finding one thing possibly that you're going to devote your time and energy towards. What's leaving the what's on the horizon? Sorry. The Death card, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Judgment, and the Five of Swords. I really clarified the heck out of these cards because I wanted to know what was possibly transforming or coming to an end. Now, this is what I interpret from the combination of these cards. Some of you guys may be experiencing an ending as it relates to, could be many different areas of your life. Some of you guys are separating from a person. Some of you guys are separating from a home. Some of you guys are just going through some kind of inner transformation, leaving things behind that no longer serve you, aligning with things that do. But since the Five of Swords is here, the message from these cards that I'm getting is this. The Five of Swords with the Judgment talks about evaluating and looking honestly at yourself, introspecting and being honest with yourself, kind of judging yourself, which is necessary a lot of the times. I posted a tweet to my Twitter, for those of you who follow me there. I think it said the ego is necessary but requires you to check it often. And I feel like you're having some kind of moment like this in March where maybe you're looking at yourself and planning your future and seeing all the ways that you could have walked away from conflict in the past, seeing your role in conflict, seeing your role in misunderstandings, seeing your role in situations that just caused a clash between you and someone else. I feel like it's seeing your part of it and also making changes for the future so things like this don't happen again. Which, congratulations to you, Aries, because that's major growing up. That's major looking at yourself, and that's something that a lot of people cannot do. All right. In the distant future, we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I have good news for you, because if you haven't been feeling in your element, Aries, you will be in the future. If you haven't been feeling in your element, especially as it concerns achieving, a drive to succeed, some of you maybe have not been seeing the results in your business as an entrepreneur, because that's what the King of Wands is. Not all of you will resonate with the entrepreneur piece, but for those of you who do work for yourself, maybe you just haven't felt in your power, this confidence that you ooze as a fire sign has been lacking in some way. And this could be in your actual work, what you're working on. I see that coming back to you because I see you working. I feel like you'll be going full speed ahead on a project. I feel like this sense of accomplishment that you'll be getting from this will be really, really good to restore your spirit. So that's something to look forward to in the distant future, especially if you've been having issues surrounding work I mean, a lot of people have been going through their issues with figuring out what work looks like for them in the middle of what is happening to us globally. So you are no different. Your energy and attitude in the month of March is coming up as a King of Wands. Again, this is definitely you, Aries, and the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands talks about hanging in there. Hanging in there because you are almost to the finish line. It talks about resilience. It talks about not giving up. If you notice, this is the card of the wounded warrior. So this guy is standing up with his 9 wands, and even though he's wounded and he has a bandage on his head, he's still trying to remain brave. He's still trying to remain hopeful that he's going to get his 9th wand, and whatever he's going through, him or her is going through, or they, if you identify as they, is going through, it's going to come to an end, because the 10 is completion. Something is going to come to an end. So if you've been going through a tough time in some way, if you've been feeling out of your element, if you've been feeling just energy that is not like you, not like this confident King of Wands, hang in there. You're almost to the finish line. Your surroundings, the people in your environment. There's a energy here, the Hierophant, which in the tarot this is known as the sign of Taurus, and it's coming up with a 10 of Wands. And I feel like this is talking about let's clarify this. I want to know more. Clarify this 10 of Wands for Aries. Clarify the 10 of Wands for Aries in the people and environment. I feel like this is almost like a specific person in your environment who is feeling possibly like they don't know how to move forward with you or something like. Clarify this 2 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. What's going on here? All right, we have the Empress. These are people in your environment, and I strongly feel like there's a Taurus around you. Could be a Taurus, Libra, but we have the Hierophant, and then we have the Empress, which the Empress is also a Taurus card. So I'm going to lean towards someone embodying that energy. It feels like someone is having a challenge around you. As it concerns pushing forward, I feel like someone is burdened. I feel like someone is carrying a lot and may not see a way forward in all the things that they're dealing with. So you guys will have to let me know who that energy is around you. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone around you. Now for your innermost fears and dreams, we have the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Are you fearing someone leaving you? Are you fearing someone being flaky on you or someone being fickle with you? I feel like you're fearing this Knight of Wands energy. Some of you may be hoping for communication from a specific fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Others of you, I feel like you have some fears surrounding someone being fickle. Because the 8 of Wands talks about fast action, and the Knight of Wands is the card of stop, go, in, out. All right, for the final outcome, we have the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Now, this can talk about many different things for a lot of you, but let's talk about it first in the context of a relationship. The 2 of Cups talks about unions, working together with someone, and oftentimes it can talk about intimate relationships. And it almost feels like there are some fears. There's like a repeating, defeating mindset surrounding unions in your life, Aries, or with a specific water sign that you're dealing with. And it almost feels like feeling unfulfilled, possibly feeling unfulfilled in a relationship, or you have fears of this relationship being unfulfilling, or maybe you have fears of this person feeling unfulfilled in this relationship. But it's a feeling of this recurring thought loop in your mind of someone not wanting something as it relates to a union with you. Some of you guys, this is not an intimate relationship, this is a friendship. If you guys have been alone and you have not been around community, you have not been around friends, it feels like this energy surrounding relationships and friendships of no one wants to be my friend, no one wants to be around me. So some of those thoughts may come to mind for some of you in the month of March. I pulled advice for the outcome specifically, and Spirit wants you to seek the lesson in all of this. Seek the lesson in what you're going through right now and see why. Examine why you're feeling those feelings. Spirit also wants you to know your power. Never forget your agency and your own personal authority. So to me, that reads as never forget who you are, Aries. Never forget how valuable you are. Never forget that you bring something to the table too. All right, so the advice I'm going to leave you guys with this month is health checkup. Some of you guys need to prioritize going to get your health checkup. I will leave it there. You all know your specific health concerns. The second advice card for March is energy work. Now, if you look at this card, what's being highlighted here is the chakras in this picture. So maybe some of you will need to do some energy work surrounding your chakras. You may be experiencing some blockages that Spirit wants you to pay attention to. When we have chakra blockages, they result in different blockages in our physical reality. So that may be something you want to examine. I will be releasing a chakra healing course on Insight Timer in March, which this reminds me of. So maybe some of you can plug into that. I will let you guys know when it is posted so you guys can use it if you find it beneficial to you. And then the last card we have, I'll post it to YouTube. The last card we have is alone time. So it syncs up with this reading quite a bit. Some of you guys may feel alone. Some of you guys may be spending alone time. Some of you guys may experience some kind of ending or walking away from some kind of relationship or a friendship or something that just makes you feel by yourself. Remember, you're never alone. We all have spirit guides. We all have angels. We all have ancestors. So talk to them. You are never ever alone, Aries. So I'm going to leave you guys here. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe, and thank you guys for supporting my channel. Take care of yourself until next time. Bye.